Okay, so what I'm trying to show here is why my DPS is terrible. I'm gonna reset this. So I am obviously stacking mastery, haste. There's still some stuff with crit and versatility. I can't change that. My items are well, as best I can get them right now. So it's my item level. According to my simucraft reports, I should be on the lowest setting. They're saying I should be doing 47,000 active DPS, and on my as an elite I should be above 50. Obviously I'm going to take it as the lowest because I'm not that good, but it's showing 47k. As I'm going to demonstrate on this dummy, I'm averaging, according to my DPS counter, 30k if I'm lucky single targets, so I'm about 20,000k too low, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm thinking my rotations are cracked. So predominantly I'm going to be using my frost strikes, my plague strikes, my howling blast, obliterate, my pillar of frost, and my defile. I won't be able to use reaper because the dummy isn't going to get below 35%, but I think reaper's percentage of damage is very small compared to what my frost strikes and howling blast and all that should be doing. So anyway, no, don't attack, sorry. Okay, I'm doing this for single target, so I'm going to try to only hit this dummy with defile. Obviously my howling blast is going to splash onto this guy, which should bump my DPS, but it's still really low. So yeah, here we go. So I normally just plague strike and howling blast. I have enough runic power to use. There's a leech there, just so I have enough so I can keep using my frost strikes as much as possible. There's an obliterate. I'm just waiting for this to come into play, kind of. Everything I'm doing is pretty much just generating runic power for my frost strikes, because I want to use every one of my killing machine procs on my frost strikes. So now I have 12. I use it. I can obliterate. I got a good proc there. Oh, defile's off cooldown, so I'll use that. As soon as I get up to 12 again, normally I like when I get to 12 because then I can just kind of sustain this for a lot longer. There's the pillars again. Some more runes. Got the power. I'm not overlapping any killing procs with obliterates, which sometimes happens. Right when I try to use it, it procs. Yeah, like that. I used one on obliterate because I used it, it didn't proc, and then it proc. So right now my DPS is sitting, it's actually not as bad as I just ran it. 34. So, oh, my power's capped. Gotta use some strikes. So, at this pace, I don't really know why I'm so low. Oh, damn, I didn't realize I used the killing proc on an obliterate. I'm obviously not an expert on World of Warcraft. That's probably a lot of people watching this just going like, wow, this guy sucks. But I think I should be still pretty adept at the game. I should be higher than this if what I'm seeing is correct for my item level. It looks like 34, 35 is kind of where I'm sitting at. I don't know if I've been using any of my spells correctly or not. That's kind of why I'm making this video, to show or to see what exactly I'm doing wrong, if I am doing something wrong, or if you know this is kind of what to expect. So I've capped my runic power a couple times there by mistake, so I'm trying to talk at the same time. not fully concentrating. Pillars have been on cooldown probably for a while now. But still rough, even with those, I'm sitting around the 35k. Sometimes I forget that I have some off the cooldown, but for the most part I'm pretty much I'm obliterated. I don't know if all those maybe mistakes are adding up and that's why my damage is low, but I don't think so. It's very small. You know, that shouldn't make or break my DPS of 20k, so there we go, so that's about 34,000. And in my simucraft is showing me I should be at around the 47. I've included some screenshots, so if anyone can tell me if I'm doing something wrong, if it's just the mechanics of the game that that's happening, like if I fight, I don't know if I actually can do it on here, but if I fight, I find, oh, what am I doing here? Yeah. If I find that I fight multiple targets, because my Howling Blast and the Defile, I just spam lots of, see my DPS is 46 there. Trying to pay attention here. See, my damage is 52. If I just keep spamming Howling Blast, it's pretty high, like 50,000 there. That's on 3 enemies. In a raid, I've hit like, you know, upwards of 80, 90k and held it there. There's lots of mobs, there's lots of AoE, but for the most part, it's just single target. As soon as I get it toward just one boss, I'm just attacking a boss. That number drops usually because that's me standing, you know, in front of a dummy attacking. But in a raid boss, obviously there's defensive, you know, I have to move away if I have a debuff on me, or there's, you know, fire on the floor, or whatever reason, you're not constantly hitting. So you're, my DPS usually during one of those fights is like 29 to 31, somewhere in there. So I just think, you know, that on my simucraft I have only one boss, so single target, and I'm showing 47. So I think something's wrong. Either my simucraft numbers are wrong or I'm doing something wrong. So I'd appreciate if someone could comment. I have discussed this on forums. I'm going to link this from the forums. You know, I just wanted to figure out exactly what I'm doing wrong, because I think I should be higher than what I'm doing currently. I've seen Death Knights do a higher amount of damage with, when I was back at 690 and I first started kind of paying attention to my numbers and what's wrong. At about 690, other Death Knights dual wield at 690 were doing kind of like the 35-40. So now that I'm higher, I'm at 708, I think. And I have fairly good weapons. What I've seen are available for my level. I feel I should be higher. So yeah, let me know what people think and what I could be doing wrong. Thanks.